My parents' long-lost daughter, the one who was kidnapped 17 years ago, finally came home. Mom held her, whispering, "My precious, precious girl." But her eyes, they were fixed on me. With a mask of innocence, she asked, "Now that I'm back, shouldn't my sister be going back to her own home?" She thought I was the thief, the charity case adopted to steal the lavish life that was rightfully hers. What she didn't see was the dead silence that fell over the room the moment those words left her lips. She didn't realize that in this house, I wasn't the guest. I was the queen, and she had just tried to kick me off my throne. She thought this was her story of a triumphant return, a princess reclaiming her castle. She had no idea she'd just walked into my story, and I don't take kindly to intruders. This isn't a fairy tale. It's a war for everything, and I've never lost. Jenna was my parents' biological daughter, kidnapped and sold to some family in a poor rural town when she was little. She was only found today. I got home from baseball practice, and the second I walked through the door, I could hear muffled crying. Inside, my mom was clutching a girl, sobbing uncontrollably. My dad, a tough-as-nails guy who stands 6'2", was standing beside them with red-rimmed eyes. They were gone from dawn till dusk, barely saw their own child, and had no idea the nanny was part of a child trafficking ring. The girl was 4 when she was sold. They'd spent years searching with no luck. "Who's this?" A thin voice pulled me out of my thoughts. I looked up and saw her staring at me. I frowned instinctively. Her gaze made my skin crawl. She flinched dramatically, burrowing deeper into my mom's arms. "Don't be scared," Mom cooed, patting her back. "This is your older sister." Then to me, "Chloe, this is your little sister, Jenna." "But I don't remember having a sister," she said, hesitating for a second before shooting a timid glance my way. Mom started. "Chloe is..." I cut in with a smile. "I was adopted." "Oh, I see." Her voice faded. She mumbled to herself, "So Mom and Dad already had another kid." Mom hugged her tighter, her heart clearly breaking. "Jenna, having a sister is a good thing. It just means one more person in this house to love you." Jenna's face fell, tears welling up. I thought Mom and Dad would only love me. Why do you have to share my love with a sister?" Okay, now I was sure. That crawling feeling wasn't my imagination. She was hostile. I could understand it, I guess. She'd been through hell and finally came home, only to find her parents had been raising another kid in luxury. It had to sting. I was about to try and explain. Jenna cut me off by bursting into loud sobs. "Maybe I shouldn't have come back. Am I just interrupting your happy family of 3? Dad panicked. "Jenna, what are you talking about? Your mother and I have been waiting for this day for years. We're overjoyed to have you home. What parent wants their child to suffer out there?" Jenna looked at Dad, her eyes wide and helpless. "Really? Of course." That seemed to be the answer she wanted. Her tears stopped and a smile broke through. She threw her arms around Dad, resting her head on his shoulder like a dependent child. "Thank you, Daddy." My parents let out a collective sigh of relief. A second later, she dropped the bomb. "So, since I'm back, shouldn't my sister be going home now?" The air went still. The only sound was the soft, shallow breathing of people trying not to breathe. She looked at Mom, her eyes full of expectation. Mom flinched and looked away. Dad pretended to be fascinated by his cup of tea. She finally sensed something was wrong. Her expression turned to one of panic. "Dad? Did I say something wrong?" But I saw it. A flash of pure resentment in her eyes. It made me pause. Dad cleared his throat. "Having 2 daughters. Think of the bragging rights. It looks good on me. Let's just keep things as they are." Mom chimed in. "Yes, and you've just come back. If there's anything you don't understand, you can always ask Chloe for help." Jenna clearly hadn't expected to be shot down so firmly. Her eyes darted to me. I gave her a wide, saccharine smile. "Sure thing." Then I grabbed my baseball bat and walked out the door. Behind me, I heard Mom's panicked voice. "Chloe, Chloe." I walked right next door, used my fingerprint to unlock the door and went straight in. This is where my aunt and uncle live.